So I kind of want to take it to, I'm a big fan of album covers personally, love album covers, I love going in depth with them. It caught my attention later that your Connected album cover is the Herbie Hancock joint. Is there, is there any reason for that? I mean, did you just like the album cover, or?
I guess for me, man.
Was it a team idea, or was it like a?
It was Phonte's idea.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I had been for a while. It just been, you know, just trying to like figure out some kind of visual to go with the album.
Right.
I couldn't come up with shit.
Right.
And so one day, like, cause I knew with the sound of the music, I knew like, you know, me and Nick on the cover, like, you know, doing this, like, that shit wasn't gonna work. You know what I mean? That was gonna
Photoshop
be, that was gonna be cool. Like, you know, connected. But nah. So one morning, man, like literally, I mean, I was waking up. I woke up and I was walking to my bathroom. I had my stack of records over there, and I saw the "Speak Like a Child" Herbie John. I was like, damn, like that's it. Like this. And I was like, yo. So I hollered at the guy who was like graphic designer at the time, Frankie. I was like, yo, you need to recreate this. And he did a great job of recreating it.
It's a beautiful piece actually. And one thing I like about it, it's very romantic, you know, like I mean you look at it and you just think like it's just a summertime love type of thing, you know, and it's real beautiful. And it's one thing I noticed in your album for Here, really another really beautiful album cover, and even on all the alternate covers of Connected, all very romantic. But it seemed like when Leave It All Behind, with that album cover, it's kind of like a 180 because it leaves you kind of wondering, you know, what's going on. It looks like a wedding ceremony's being set up. It's in black and white. It looks dark and gloomy. Is that the purpose of it?
Yeah. So all what you're saying is Yeah, I mean, we really didn't know where to tell. For the longest time, we were just like, we knew that we were going to have to follow it. Same as the music, we were going to have to follow it up.
Right.
The cover, and either top that, or just simply not refer to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just simply take it somewhere else. And I think the new cover worked in a way that it didn't really spark discussion with people. People thought it was a funeral. People thought it was like a wedding where maybe like it never happened. Like
black and white is very effective.
Yeah, so it left people. I don't know. It fit perfectly with the title that Tay had at that point already. So. It was one of those things where it had enough mystery to be open to interpretation. So we never really even talked about what the photo really is, where it really comes from. You know, a few people know it.
Yeah.
Because it's like we've talked about it in the past sometimes, but a lot of people have their own interpretation of it, and that's even kind of better.
That's what you want to do, isn't it? I mean, most authors, like, I mean, you'll rarely see an author just give away what, you know, a symbolic element means in their book or something. That's what I love about artists today. I mean, when you guys did Get Back, you guys had loads of EPMD stuff all over there, right? And I mean, there's a purpose for that, and you're not going to blatantly come out there and say what it is. You want people to take it.
It's like, you know, think for it. Like, it just, to me, it just makes it much more interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, once, you know, I tell people, whatever meaning you take, people ask like, well, what does Daykeeper about? What's that song mean? And I'm like, well, it's whatever it means to you. That's what it means. You know,
you have your reason. You just want them to take whatever.
I want them to take their own, because I mean, if people, it's just like if I write a song and, you know, people hear the song and they say, well, man, I love this song. This song makes me think of sunny days, and just, man, this is my wake up in the morning song, and it makes me feel so good. And I come and tell them, well, that song is actually about, you know, how my mother died. That kills the fucking song, you know what I mean? Like, they like, oh, I'm up here jamming to some shit, this motherfucker, his mom fucking died, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, you just want people to take, if that song, no matter what mental state I was in when I wrote it or what I meant, if it means whatever it means to you, then that's what it is. Like, just let it be that. You know?
All right. So that might go in connection with my next question, because Nick, a lot of your album titles, such as Connected, Here, Timeline, Leave It All Behind, and funny with the Here title, you have that T in there, right? For there. So is there any, like, I mean, it seems like all of your album titles kind of have like this distance approach to this type of connection. This I don't want to say time because I think that's too broad, but
no, I mean,
it seems like they're all connected, you know.
I think it's definitely a big theme. Like for me personally, like when I came up with that Here little wordplay of Dare, it was kind of to just emphasize the fact that I was in the process of moving to the States and
Cool.
just like from here to there, all that. I didn't want to call at first I wanted to call it From Here to There, but there's a spinner record, and I was like, well, that's kind of that would be kind of too close to home, because it's an album that I love too. So it's not like it's so far removed that you could. But I really wanted to say something about that transition, and I guess Leave It All Behind even is another good example. I think that it's a theme in what we do. Time, distance, just I guess, from the unconventional ways that we got together and keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? I think we're very much a sign of the time when it comes to that.
So speaking of Leave It All Behind, what did you guys leave behind? What's left behind? Or is that up for us to interpret as you said earlier?
Baggy jeans.
Nah, man. I guess for me it was just I just left behind a lot of fear. I had just a lot of when I first started out, it was just like all I had in my mind was that I had to be the best hip hop artist like ever. I was like, I gotta be the MC of MCs and MCing and MCing and the MC of MC to MC. But once I really started going and doing it, I just realized that I had a lot more talents and a lot more passions other than MCing. And so once I kind of took it up in my mind, I was like, okay, well, instead of putting myself into a box, you know what I'm saying, I really don't got to, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I'll sing on a record, I do like my Golden Gotcha Radio podcast, that's gotten me offers to do some other shit, it's just like more doors keep open.
Yeah.
And once I just kind of let go of that, just kind of put myself in that box and just let go of all, your inhibitions or whatever, doors really started opening for me. So, I've been blessed, man. So for me, what I left behind, I guess, was just all my, whatever vision I had in my mind of what a quote unquote MC is supposed to be.
Right on.
I left all that shit behind. It's like, to hell with just being an MC. I'm just gonna be an artist and just create as best as I can and put it out there as many ways as I can.
Is that similar for you, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you...
Yeah, I wanted to leave, well, not that the title idea was Taze.
Right.
But it very much was chosen to fit both of our situations. And for me personally, outside of the fact that I really wanted to leave behind my box that I had kind of still put myself in. Similar to Tay, I was looking at myself very much through the eyes of what a fan would look like or an audience member would look and sort of kind of try to almost cater to what they would expect. And I found out just by doing it more and more and more and by working with Tay and talking with Tay and his take on things that, for me, in order to embrace all my talents, I had to do the same thing. It's just, so the whole kind of beat making, if you will, I had to really kind of step away from that. And it's, and so outside of that, the fact that I, moved here, so you leave your family.
There's a lot going on.
So the title, as we go, becomes more and more.
Makes more sense.
Really, it really does.
That's the beautiful thing.